Oh, excuse me. Hi guys, it's me, Dave. It's about 5 a.m. on Thursday. 5/26, 2022. So I thought I'd do a video. I've been up all night getting tortured to hell. They're giving me extreme heartburn. They're making it go into my stomach, where it feels like my stomach's on fire. I'm super tired. I'm ready for bed, and they whoops, they won't let me sleep. Now they're making my feet itch, and they're still hitting me. Okay, so I didn't have any heartburn medication. I was out for like 5 days, so I know I don't have heartburn, you guys. This is induced. It's all induced because they look for reasons to torture you. You know, so they're looking for a reason to torture me right now, and this is one of the reasons they're gonna, they find a way to torture you. Because I lost my insurance for my prescriptions, I used GoodRx. So I saved a ton. I mean, I just went and got the one medication, which was $16, which wasn't that bad. Now I have to go get the other one tomorrow, which is, I don't know what that one is. But, so I'm struggling to try to figure out a way I can pay for this stuff. So I'm charging it on my credit card, and stuff. Because otherwise, they're going to send me to the hospital, you guys. They're going to send me to the hospital. They will do things, they'll have people out in the community doing things, trying to tell you something. And they've been doing this for years, you guys. Years, okay? So now what they do is they'll have somebody pushing a suitcase. So this is at 4:30 in the morning, you guys. I went to Walgreens and nobody was there, and there's this girl pushing a rack full of suitcases. She just had 2 or 3 of them in there. And, so what are they saying? What? They've been telling me I'm going to a group home. They've been telling me I'm going to move somewhere and all this stuff, which is total bullcrap. Don't believe anything these guys say. The last time I was in the hospital was a little over a year ago, and they, they want to make it, they want to make it sound like you're going to get in trouble if you go to the hospital. They don't want you to go to the hospital or the doctor, you guys. Even if you didn't talk about this, you just talked about your symptoms, and if they gave you medication for it, it would have to show you're getting better. They don't want that, you guys. They don't want you going to the hospital, which means you should go to the hospital and at least talk about your symptoms if you have insurance. But they don't want you to go to the hospital. They want to sit here and torture the hell out of you, and not get any help. That's the way it works in my program anyway. They don't want me going to the hospital for anything. Because I'm sitting here laying in bed and I'm like, they're going to send me to the hospital. This guy's going to send me to the hospital. He was giving me heartburn so bad that it hurt. And they were giving me acid reflux. And then now they're still kind of hitting me. They're hitting my stomach, and now they're making my feet itch like crazy, so I can't get to sleep. So these are all the games they play and all this stuff. Part of me is just like, screw it, I'll go to the hospital. And they'll make them stop then. When I go to the hospital, then the big dogs get involved. And they go down there and all that stuff. So, just like the suitcase thing, I'll go back to that. So what are they trying to say? I'm going to a group home. I'm moving somewhere. Or, they've been doing this for 6, 7, 8 years. The last time I was in the hospital, and they had me see a psych nurse. And I said, I told her, I said, usually when I come down here, I get locked up. It's like, oh no, we're not gonna lock you up. Oh no, it was a firm no, we are not going to lock you up ever again. And that came directly from uh, the hospital, you know. So this guy is he's just a moron, you guys. He's just a moron behind a computer, and that's all it is. That's all it is, you guys. He's not Superman. He's not Spider-Man. He's not anything. He is just a moron behind a computer, and they are on a different page than these agencies, because these agencies pretty much said, I'm not going to be locked up again, you know. But this guy is an idiot, and he thinks he can take on all these agencies and override what they're doing and all this stuff, which is total BS. You know, because these guys tried doing things to me before, and these agencies wouldn't let them. They wouldn't let them do it, you know, and stuff. So, you know, they're full of crap. They don't have as much power as they pretend to have. Yeah, they can make your feet itch, make you go to the bathroom, and all that stuff. But when it comes down to it, these agencies are in charge. They're in charge. You know, the second time I went into the psych ward, they did not want me in these agencies did not want me in the psych ward the second time. They gave me every chance to leave. And if I would have drove myself, I would have left. You know, but they didn't want me in the psych ward. I got tortured to hell. And there are people out there in these agencies that don't want us to get tortured. That's why I can call up for help, you guys. I can call up and tell them I'm being tortured and all this stuff, and they'll be like, do you want to go down to the hospital, get checked out? I'll send the police to come and get you and take you to the hospital, and you know, you get a police escort down to the hospital and everything else, and they're very nice. And last time I was talking about this too, and I didn't get locked up, you know. So these guys are not as powerful as they pretend to be. They have no power, you guys, when it comes down to it. So that's my complaint for tonight. You know, I'm up all night again. Up all night. I'll be in bed all day probably. But they're making my feet itch like crazy right now. They haven't stopped. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off, and you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.